Center Studio in Ortigas, Pasig City, Philippines. 25,000 watts of pure AM power.
25,000 watts of pure AM power.
Matapang sa pagbabalita. Punong-puno ng informasyon. Laging handa sa public service. Ang pagbabagong hanap mo sa AM. Ito ang DZME. Kinse, Trenta.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a rap session, and my name is Roselle. And when I talk about hip-hop music, I know.
One, breaking or break dancing, really b-boying, freestyle street dancing. Two, MCing or rap divine speech, what I'm doing right now, no act. Three, graffiti art or burning, bombing, tagging, writing, now you're learning. Four, DJing, we ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Five, beatboxing, give me a yes, and we rockin'. Six, street fashion, looking fly, catching the eye where them cats walk on by. Seven, street language, our verbal communication, our codes throughout the nation. Eight, street knowledge, common sense, the wisdom of the elders from way back whence. Nine, street entrepreneurialism, no job, just get up, call them and get them. Here's how I'm telling it, all nine elements, all nine.
What up? Ako po si Raik at nakikinig kayo sa Jambongga sa Kinse Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz.
She appreciates a good punchline. Chunks of rhymes elegantly combined. It's not about your face and your name on the poster. It's about the way you spit game on the corner. Got her listening to songs with no hook. And she cry when can it buzz pull out the notebook. Me, I just wanted to get more intimate. She said maybe one day if around scared more intricate. It made me work on my craft, cause I must certainly plan to one day spark her in a rest with unheard verses meant to trigger her just to smack. I was nervous the first time I called her up and said, girl, check my verses of rap, displaying alpha maleness to this female homo sapien. What's the purpose of that? And she said,
baby, spit your game, spit your game and make me realize that you're the one for me. If you really want me, if you really need me, do it if you love me. Spit another 16 for me, babe.
she's taking voice lessons. Hey girl, I got a new joint, wanna listen? The song's on point, diction led to kissing, and left the little thing dripping to the point of no friction. Bars that made her simulate my groin section, and she called up a girlfriend to join relaxing. I said, what can you give an unemployed best friend? She said, 2 jobs. Don't laugh, enjoy this, and boy, listen, remember this, I only love you for your exquisite penmanship. I said, damn, let me undress, grab the mic, girl, by the rap contest. Now she wanted her face slap, body fat, that could catch the rapper that had mad stacks of raps that she would analyze and put on rap genius. The love for the music was really that serious.
Baby, spit your game, spit your game and make me realize that you're the one for me. If you really want me, if you really need me, do it if you love me. Spit another rhyme.
I knew that the rhythms, the rhymes, and the lyrics were turning her on. And I saw how the wordplay, the music, the lyrics were keeping her warm. Hey, hey, yeah. She wants some Talib Kweli and some of that immortal technique. Some R8, the rugged man, you know. She wants some Denal the rice cracker. She would never get intimate with the illiterate idiot that didn't know that was better intricate in the flippin' 16s. But she was feeling the way this Norwegian and Filipino MC did it, you know what this means? She said, never leave me forsaken. Future rapper, baby, in the making. Damn, she found her lyrical acrobat with a crazy flow. The rhythm mix that earned me something crazy though. Where the lyrics with content, not catchy, but never nonsense. Where do we go from here? She's in love with my skills, but it's making us no money for clothes to wear. I said I'll get a real job and start rapping. She said, no, don't you dare. And she said,
Baby, spit your game, spit your game and make me realize that you're the one for me. If you really want me, if you really need me, do it if you love me.
Jambongga sa Kinse, Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz.
Nagsimula lang sa simpleng mukha ng bunganga. Gusto ko matulog, ayoko mabitin. Pag-iisig na lang kapag handa na ang barkada. Susulitin ng gabi, uubusin ng umaga. Habang lumilipas ang minuto, ramdam ko rin ang pagbilis ng dugo ko. Namumula ka, lumalabas ang kagandahan pag namumula ka. Saluhin mo ang pag-ibig pag ako'y nadapa. Isa pa, alam kong ika'y kinikilig kapag ako'y nagsasalita. Binulong ng hangin nang galing sa iyong mata, nang galing sa iyong mata. Lahat ng gusto ko wala sa kanila kasi nag-iisa ka. Ikaw ang hanap ng halamang uhaw, ilaw at liwanag, di na kailangan na ipaliwanag pa. Ikaw ang hanap ng halamang uhaw, ilaw at liwanag, di na kailangan na ipaliwanag pa. Pinlano ng tadhana para telesereng tayo ang sumulat. Sobrang lawak ng nararamdaman, hindi masukat. Mabigat pinapagaan, sana lagi nandyan lang. Ayoko maglaho, parang bulat ako't masaktan. Panaginip lang pala, mabilis ko napansin. Nagulat sa pagising ko, wala ka na. Panaginip lang pala, mabilis ko napansin. Nagulat sa pagising ko, wala ka na. Panaginip lang pala, mabilis ko napansin. Nagulat sa pagising ko, wala ka na. Panaginip lang pala, mabilis ko napansin. Nagulat sa pagising ko, wala ka na. Pero sinubukan ko pa rin na pumikit. Umasang magkikita kahit na saglit. Inasahan ko ang matamis mo na halik. Di ko ninais na lumayo ka, bakit ayaw bumalik? Salamat pa rin at tinulungan mo ko na gumawa ng himig. Mahal kita, sayang, sana tunay ating pag-ibig. Alam ko na malayo ang ating pagitan, malayo pa sa malayo, di mahanap sa isipan. Bakit mangungulila? Sa gawa-gawa lang. Siguro siya yung kawal para sa akin mag-alaga. Magbabantay sa bawat kilos ko, tagabigay ng dahilan kapag hindi ko na gusto. Suntok sa buwan, tadyak sa araw ang hangarin. Makasama kaya ng lagi kong panalangin. At sana mamayang gabi makita kang muli. Handang gumising ng tanghali sa presensya mo'y sabi. Napakalakas ng tama, napakaangas, kahanga-hanga. Ramdam ang bigat ng balikat at sigat ng araw, uhaw na uhaw. Pag-ibig nag-alab, wala na sa gabal. Gusto mahawakan, gusto mahagkan. Nagpapabilis sa tibok.
Isa sa dahilan, ba't pilit na sumusulat? Kahit ubod ng puyat ay pilit kong minumulan ang aking mga mata. Nagbabaka sakali na aking madali masali ang ngalan sa hanay ng mga hari. Gamit ang mga talata na pamatay. Sa ano mang agos ay hindi ako papatangay. Ako ang mayakda, iguguhit kung ano man ang magiging galapasan nitong pagtakbo sa mahabang karera. Masyado mang maaga, magsisilbi akong ilaw sa mga kahilera. Bibigkasin ko lahat ng gusto kong sabihin. Malayang tatayo, di ako papaalipin. Magpapaka makabuluhan, handa na sipiin. Malaya ang lahat, sakaling butas ko'y silipin. Wala akong itatago, walang ikakatago. Tanging tapang sa puso ang siyang aking ipambabalo. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat handa nang ilabas. Ngipin sa ngipin, abo sa abo, ganyan ipaglaban ng bawat obrang binuo. Maging napakabangis sa mundo ng lirikal. Tipong di na kailangan isampal pa ang kredensyal. Matinig ang pyesa, ng tulad kong makatayan ng tanging gantimpalang nais kong maging pahuyang. Kaya't ubod man ang pagod kahit umuulan. Wala pang pamasahe, lalakarin ko na lang. Matarik na hagdan, tahahakbangan ko yan. Bawat chance huhulihin, di pwede palampasan. Dapat mag-atupili, ngunit wag magmadali. Mas mabuti magbigas ng pili kaysa sa mali. Di na pwede yung sige-sige o bahala na. Kailangan tumbok bawat punto sa tuwing lumilikha. Huling suntok ko na ngunit ito ang simula upang makabangon at tumayo doon sa gitna. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas. Mga tinago sa kahon, lahat handa nang ilabas. Papaliyapin ko ang ninga sa sulo. Pagpapatuloy ang dagundong sa bawat pulo. Hindi ako liliko, hindi uuwing bigo. Kakamustahin lahat ng hindi nakatungo. Daang pinili ko ay sadyang napakalubak, ngunit naob to sa daan, binagtas ko ng apak. Ibigay pahiwati sa ginuhi kong kiti, kung maputol ang lubid, kamay ang iyong ipanglapit. Isipin na laging sa wala nagsimula, huwag matakot kumusta, ubusin ang panggasta, sagadin ang pagbiglas, magtipid sa sandali, gawin laging may puso, diskwentahin ang salapi. Baliwala ko sa pananaw ko may sumalungat, basta sa huli alam ko may banderang inangat. Sa huling suntok na to, gusto ko madama mo, ubusin lahat subalit di sayang ang tinta ko. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat na nang ilabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat ilalabas. Ito ang huling suntok kong pinakamalakas, mga tinago sa kahon, lahat na nang ilabas. Jigsaw, Slick Fellow, Tusong Adan, High Class Entertainment, 8,000, 357 Pro. Yeah.
Yeah. It's your boy F-Dub. Got my brother Negativo with me. And this right here is for inspirational. Sending out messages to the youth, you know what I'm saying? So ride with us. Life was a struggle, but I made it through the storm. Looking at another day, I'm glad that I'm strong. Wish my boy was here. It's sad that he's gone. God bless your soul. May your name live on. They say the good die young, but to me that's wrong. Life is a recycle. You die, another infant born. He or she could choose from wrong from right. Let's see what life you pick. Shooting dice, picking fights, doing right, turning negative to positive. Business into colleges. The world is an option. You gotta learn how to follow it. See, there's a lot to do. Grab an idea and ride with it. Rap for me was good. Share my point of view of what I've been through. Losing family and friends to this hate we call crime of what we see today. It's okay, cause tomorrow's gonna be a better day. I thank God every day. And I say.
They never imagined that I can make it to the top when I was a nobody aiming to the top of this ladder. Doesn't matter. Good to see him spawn till dawn, sworn to be the greatest rapper of these times with my rhymes and right lines that combine skills nurtured by hate fueled by some haters of mine. Who tries to murder your dreams and judge you like they know ya. Guess what? I'm a soldier. Sayonara, nice to know ya. Ain't no more time for play and no more time for misbehaving. Thank God I found rap that I consider as my haven. Even though this dash sees me like a walking food for lunchtime. Good thing I'm a boxer, cause I deliver punchlines. Straight to the point of exclamation. Never pretended to be a mason like most rappers do. Blinded by the rap situations. Cause music I abusively choose it, for I can use it as an outlet of my emotion to express when I just lose it. Been to the depths of hell with all the struggles I have been through. Salamat Lord God, because of you I made it through.
Hey yo, you can make it true. You can make it through anything. You just need to have God with you. You just need to have God in your life. Have faith and work hard for it. Real talk.
Yeah, and you guys are listening to Jambongga sa Kinse Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz. I'm Bebe Reese.
And this is Jug Honey Love right here. There you Was my microphone on?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, so yan, Friday night. So we just played 4 songs for you para sa underground speech on radio. Ngayong Friday ulit, hip-hopan ulit, Pinoy rap. And this is the show para sa mga regular listeners namin. Of course, sa mga walang alam sa hip-hop or rapping, ito po ang palabas na dapat na pinapakinggan ninyo. So thank you so much for tuning in again on this Friday. It is November 27, the last Friday of November, meaning ito na yung huling araw. Yes, huling araw ng pagpapatugtog ng mga kanta na kasama sa Underground Speech on Radio, the newest segment of our show, featuring sounds from the underground and independent Pinoy hip-hop scene para marinig ng mga listeners all over the world. Alright, so we were just playing 4 songs. Who were they by, Riz?
The first one was by Denial, The Rice Cracker, 16. Then Illicit with Kara, Suntok na Pinakamalakas by Jigsaw, and he's tuned in right now. So,
hi Jigsaw.
What's up, Jigsaw? And I Made It Through by Negativo and F-Dub.
Okay, so anyway, alam nyo na po na pwede nyo kaming kausapin via Facebook. Just search all caps, Jambongga sa Kinse Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz, and join our conversation there. Look for a question posted by Beverly's called Tell Us. Hashtag Tell Us, and we can talk there and she can read your responses online. And of course, you can text us, shout out sa bate. Paramdam lang po kayo na online kayo or nakikinig kayo through 0998-975-1368. Ulitin ko po yun, it's DZME 0998-975-1368. Pwede kayong mag-text dyan para basahin namin yung mga bati nyo. Of course, pwede rin kayong tumawag sa landline 861-6947. 861-6947. Give us a call para may makausap naman kaming iba na nasa telepono.
Yeah.
And syempre, sa mga nakikinig all over the world, those listening via the internet, you can always check us out on ustream.tv. Search for DZME-Manila. Kinse Trenta po yan, DZME Kinse Trenta, an AM station based in Manila, Philippines. So, what's up to all our regular listeners from Australia, New Zealand?
We got one in Korea tuned in right now. What's up?
Yes, and of course, those people from the Middle East, also in the States. May mga tao talaga nagpupuyat because they're Filipino and they're in the hip-hop community. They do hip-hop music. And natutuwa sila talagang kahit puyat sila or they have to wake up early, they do para lang makinig sa atin dito. Alright, so Riz, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I did post up the question for y'all. So the question is, tell us, how would you describe your life using a hip-hop song? So give us the title of the song, name of the artist, and if you want lang, briefly tell us why that song. Again, you can answer us via our group page. Just search for Jambongga sa Kinse Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz, or look for my account. Search for Beberries, and again the number that you can text is 0998-975-1368. Once again, it's tell us how would you describe your life using a hip-hop song.
Yeah, meaning magbigay kayo ng title ng kanta na sikat na hindi yung gagawin nyo pa lang.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, it's 18 minutes past 6 o'clock. And ibig sabihin, panahon na para tawagin natin ang ating isa sa mga special guest this evening. So, she is actually an artist herself.
Yeah.
She is a professor, a writer.
Yeah.
And she is a hip-hop scholar, a hip-hop theater maker, an activist. Everything. Yan. Alright. So anyway, welcome po natin sa ating palabas ngayong gabi, Miss Roselle Pineda. Hi, Prof. How are you?
Magandang gabi. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Good evening sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa Kinse Trenta, DZME, Hip-Hop, Jambongga. Tama ba ako?
Yes, Jambongga.
Jambongga. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Special shout out to the Lumads, mga katutubo ng Mindanao. They just got home. Well, not really home, but they just got back from Manila to Mindanao, no? So let's continue to campaign against lumad killings.
Yung ginagawang hindi dapat na sobrang
and save our
masama.
schools. Oo. Ayun na, lumabas na yung pagka-activista ko.
Oo, ganun talaga kapag activist, nandun lagi yan.
Nandun lagi, hindi mo may iwasan. Magandang gabi.
Thank you.
It's been a while, Riz.
We miss you.
Oo nga.
I haven't seen you since last year ba? Or?
Very busy. Always moving around.
Yes, at kaya nga we're very happy that finally you were able to give us time tonight. But we did schedule Miss Roselle here like 3-4 weeks ago. Ganyan siya ka-busy.
Miss Roselle talaga. Grabe naman. Roselle
Prof,
na lang.
Roselle, okay.
Prof.
Prof nga tawag ko eh.
Sabi ng LIB, Rosa Mystica. Ew.
Alright. So, bumati ka na. So, what else do you wanna say? Umpisa natin ang ating talakayan habang hinihintay natin ng dalawa pang special guests. Ang Kartel.
Kartel, yes.
Si Ilaya.
One of my favorite.
Yes, Ilaya and Tala. They are on their way. And of course, mamaya nga past 7 o'clock, we will be talking to 2 members or 2 artists of Underground Speech and Radio. So, wag kayong alas. Don't change your AM dials there. Alright? Yung mga naka-transistor radio dyan, mahalin nyo yung transistor radio nyo. Kasi...
Tama.
Alright, anyway, Roselle, so...
Kasi sa kanayunan, hindi umaabot ang FM.
Oo, pero sa yan ang magandang sinabi mo. Ulitin natin yan.
Sa mga bundok, umaabot ang AM, pero FM hindi.
Okay,
so,
tanyo?
Kala nyo urban lang ang hip-hop? No, really?
You see, yan ang sinasabi ko kaya malakas pa talagang ating palabas dito. Thank you for reiterating that point. Kasi salamat. Marami kasing hindi nakakaintindi kung ano ang kakayahan ng AM station, and we're very glad that you mentioned that way. A lot of the people who don't realize it know that. And yun nga ang ating layunin dito is ma-share natin ang ating kaalaman. Then we invite guests like you para makwento natin sa mga nakikinig. Lahat ng klase ng tao gusto namin makinig tungkol sa hip-hop dito sa Pilipinas.
This is a very important, I think, let's start na siguro.
Sige.
This is a very important, I thought this is a very important show, no? Because for the longest time, hip-hop has always been a murmur. Okay. It is, I call it pulse, no? Because a pulse is always there, but sometimes it has its peak, sometimes it has its low. So that's my metaphor for writing the history of hip-hop.
Yes.
And hip-hop has always been there, no? But sometimes it's just rumors, sometimes medyo nag-ebb and flow yan. But this is a very good show, no, to begin with, because we also want to really put out in public the discourses and the conversations that we have in the hip-hop community.
Yes.
Because as what I've said a while ago, no conversation, di ba? No conversation is really that valuable if nobody is going to listen.
Yes.
But I think Erykah Badu was the one who said that in one of her songs, na parang if nobody's listening to you,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. So this is a very good start and continue, and it's a very good show. So more power, and also for the women who are here. Women represent.
Siyempre.
Mahalaga yan.
Nakakatuwa talaga na itong taon na to binigay itong biyayang ito. Itong show na to. So anyway, continue. Tell us about that. The murmur, and what do you think it is now? I mean,
okay. Siguro, let's talk about, you identified me as a hip-hop scholar.
Yes.
I myself have qualms about identification, no? Because I'm not very comfortable about identifying myself anything. But I understand that when I write about hip-hop, it's very important to theorize what I call its aesthetics. And one of the important aesthetics of hip-hop, I think, is its idea of representation. Because historically, it, alam na, siguro para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, pero para sa mga nakakaalam na rin, it's quite a review, no? Hip-hop started out because it's basically a marginalized community, sector, part of the gentrification project in the inner cities, So because they're marginalized and because they're gentrified, basically gentrification is a way of erasing cultures, erasing languages, erasing political, economic.
Ganon.
Of course.
Okay.
And because of that, naging important yung idea ng represent. You know, a lot of
Yes.
people think that it's just merely boasting.
No, it's not.
Parang yung tags,
Yes.
all elements of hip hop has its idea of representation.
Yes, yes.
Even DJing or turntablism
Yes.
has its idea of representation. But that's especially important because of this history of marginalization.
Yes.
Kailangan mong mag-assert
Yes.
ng presence because you are deemed non-existent by the state.
Yes.
Basically, no? So you identified me. Ang daming annotation, ano? You identified me a while ago as a hip hop scholar, and even though I'm quite apprehensive to a certain degree with the idea of scholar, because I really just want to research.
Yes.
My roots are in hip hop.
Yes.
I went into blues and jazz singing as well,
Kita
and
nyo,
theater.
kitams?
But my roots has always been with hip hop. I used to be a dancer, a b-girl.
Oh, you should have put that down.
Bakit di natin nilagay yan? Bakit di natin nilagay yan? Ba't di natin
I
nilagay
wanna
yan?
know, Ate Roselle, how did you...
Talagang ate, itong pinapatanda ako nito si Risa. Sige na nga, Ate Roselle.
Imagine you were a B-girl din pala. So, come on, speak.
How did you start? Is it B-girl? Did you ever write a hip-hop song? Did you do graffiti?
When during our time, you must understand, no? And I think when hip hop came here, we started in that era. So all of us were kind of nangangapa. I always said this. I wrote about this, and this has been parang the unofficial, official history of hip hop that it came in. Pinoy hip hop rather, that it came in through a lot of American cultural materials, no?
Yes.
Like for example, DVD,
Yes.
Betamax back then.
Yes.
Betamax
Tama.
back then, no? So we were exposed, you know, to these materials. And for example, as an elementary, alam na kung gaano ako katanda.
Bata pa.
As an elementary student, I would dance to body rock, Beat Street, all that.
Wow, Beat Street.
Yeah. So, and I was from I was from the city but not from Manila. So you can just imagine kung ano yung nagtitrickle doon sa probinsya. But we're a family of Betamax. We're a film family, so we get all
May
these
exposure, nakikita mo.
we have all these, and I was particularly into dance ever since. So I used to be a ballet dancer and a jazz dancer. But when hip hop came to my life, sabi ko, sorry, hindi pa pwede magmura. Sabi ko, ito, this is my groove, man.
Yes,
I mean, and I love the passing of energy.
Yes.
I love the street feel of jamming.
Yes.
Of being in a circle. It's nasa Caltex, no? It's sa panahon dun sa probinsya sa Caltex. Tapos, syempre, dugu-duguan ka kasi ang gaspang-gaspang ng semento, diba? So, ganun. And then,
Raw talaga, may dugo pa.
And this is funny, no? Because I just talked to J Master siguro a few months ago, or maybe
Shout out.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, hello,
Yeah,
Jay.
he guested here. He was like you. He was like you, telling a lot of stories.
It's funny because I started, as you can see, no, napabayaan ko ang pagsasayaw ko. But I tried to dance again.
Yes.
And enrolled in a hip hop class.
Yes.
And it's kind of strange, no, because I always have a different swagger.
Yes.
And always lagi ako merong extra movement. Tsaka meron ako lagi may extra, may mga extra.
That was a sample right there.
Meron ako mga extra ungol na. Tapos all my classmates, now of course younger than me, would look at me as if I'm
Hindi
doing
nila gets.
something. Tapos sabi ko, is it because I'm a teacher? And teachers are always the worst students.
Yeah.
Because matigas ang ulo ng mga teachers eh. You always have a sense na parang, I can do better.
Yeah.
Coming from a teacher, yun.
Of course. I have to admit. And then I was talking to Jay, and sabi ko sa kanya, you know, Jay, bakit ganito? Ganyan. I felt a bit isolated from the hip-hop classes. Tapos sabi niya, It's because your history is different. We're used to that old school idea of jamming to the highest level hanggang sa mamatay-matay ka at mabali-balian ka ng buto. Nobody was really guiding us before when we dance. Nabalian na rin ako sa pag-dolphin dive dati.
Oh my God!
So old school, diba?
So how long were you be girling for?
Siguro I was a kid really, no? But siguro up to my grade 6, so that was a good 4 years, and then I went to a special high school that isolated me from.
Okay, that's why you stopped.
The high school for smart people yon.
Yeah. But this is interesting because in high school, because we have majors, it's like it's a special art school, but we have majors and we have majors, no? So there's dance major, but dance majors were only folk dance and ballet. But I started a crew.
Okay. What was the name?
Oh my God. Kailangan ko i-annotate to kasi sobrang idol ko yung maneuvers at that time.
Siyempre.
Plus crush ko yung si Jason at saka si Joshua.
Yung magkapatid.
Until I found out that they're actually my relatives.
Damn! Kaya pala dancer ka din
But anyway, so our full name, medyo nakakahiya ito. Ba't ba ito na-bring up? Manures. So we're the shit, man. We're kind of the shit.
Manure nga no?
Manure. So anyway, ayan. Ba't ba napunta doon?
Ganun yun
There's a question here from Nico Hipol. He's from Baguio. He wants to know, what is your opinion about the future of hip-hop?
Pinoy hip-hop. Sige, well, let's talk about Pinoy hip-hop. Kasi baka naman sobrang assuming ko naman world hip-hop ang global domination. Pinoy hip-hop. I've always thought that music has always, meron siyang generation always of a progressive. Hip-hop has always been progressive, some parts of it. But there are really some parts that are highly commercial. There are really some parts that are misogynist to a certain degree. Anyway, in the 90s, it used to, rock and roll was really the alternative music. No? But I think in the 2000s, it has always been my opinion, and I have yet to research, and I have yet to back this up with a lot of theorizing and analysis. No? But I think hip hop is the voice of progressive music since the turn of maybe around mid of 2000. Hindi ako marunong. Mid of 2000s. No? Two things, no? One, ang daming lumalabas. We're nasa segment tayo ng indie underground, no? Sa Jambongga, no? Ang daming lumalabas at ang dami ko nakikita in the communities na mga bagong dugo na talagang matatalas. No? Matatalas pagdating sa lyricism. At saka talagang it captures the disgruntledness and disgust of the current society. Ito, so again, hindi naman to nawala yung ganitong part, pero let's admit it, you know, yung ebb and flow niyan, merong mga commercial talaga. And then pangalawa, I think yung idea ng community is starting to grow again, no? Not only in the community of hip-hop artists, but also in the communities as well, in urban poor communities. And you'll be surprised, hip-hop has always been associated with urban, but there are really, urban centers are booming everywhere. You know, so, and even in the regions, even again, that's why this is very important that we're in an AM frequency, because the truth is, again, AM reaches to the far-flung areas where FM cannot, you know, so ang ganda nung intervention na yon. So merong ganong klaseng spread. It's actually spreading like wildfire. I have yet to capture what it really means, no? But again, I'm confident in saying that progressive music or hindi ko pa sasabing revolusyonaryong musika. Hindi pa. Progressive music is represented. Sana. Is represented by a lot of these underground hip-hop artists. And interestingly, even those who have made into mainstream like Block 9 or even Abra to a certain degree. I've heard some of Looney, Stick Figures. I've heard some of their stuff. Medyo yung angas bumabalik, no, doon sa ano. So that's a good critique of the society even within the midst of the mainstream.
Yes.
And then you have the people like Balaki, you know, na talagang outright, no, topple down establishment, etc. So may ganon. So you have this range, and I think
it's good.
It's good, and more than any music, I think hip hop has the capacity to embrace that because that's always the root.
Yes.
That's the root of hip hop.
Yes.
Diba? Minsan nag-stray tayo from that root. Ganon talaga ang musika. It strays everywhere. No? But ang dali niyang mayakap uli yung ganong klaseng palaban, tunay palaban, makabayan dahil nga yun naman
doon
talaga,
yun
naman ang ugat. Yan.
Tama ba? You see, I don't need to do a lot of talking here, guys.
Yes.
So
I must punch again, once again.
So yung mga nanonood dyan sa Ustream, you will see my face, just my side view, the entire night. Because I'm a sponge right now. I'm just listening.
Ang hirap naman ng mga tanong sa akin. Ba't biglang future of hip-hop? Ba't hip-hop?
Siyempre, kasi mga listeners natin here, if they see that we have guests that really are very knowledgeable and very insightful and outspoken, they really do ask.
Salamat.
And that's how we gauge that baaring konti pa lang ang nakikinig, pero the regular listeners are important eh.
Tama.
Sila yung nagsispread ng word, di ba? Alam mo naman yung mga word of mouth, di ba?
Yeah.
One is enough.
Another thing that's good about what we're doing, no, is for example, hip-hop, yung hip-hop entry in the CCP Encyclopedia first, naisama na siya.
Sa wakas.
Naisama na siya.
Mahaba-haba ba?
Medyo mahaba-haba, but I had to cut it, no? And ang dami ko ang struggle with the editors, because, nako, medyo, sorry ha, mag-aano ko ng konti. Kasi, the editors, of course, when you think about history, you think about it as timeline, as chronological. I don't think about hip-hop history as kind of a timeline.
Yes.
Again, my metaphor for it is dalawa. There are two, the fissures and pulses.
Yes.
I have yet to analyze kasi, no, the pulses. Now, for example, there are some things that I found out in terms of context nung pagpasok ng hip-hop dito sa Pilipinas. What are we really getting during that time? May mga ganun akong mga ano. Tapos, anong location ni Francis M. sa lahat ng ito?
Kaya gagawin mo
and
yan
even
eh.
Andrew E.
Yeah, you're going to do that.
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to introduce you to my friends.
I'm going to do that. I promise I'm going to analyze those things. The other one is fissures.
Okay.
Hip-hop has always been associated with struggles.
Yes.
Conflicts and struggles. Whether it's misogynism, women and anti-women language, Filipino and English. In recent hip hop dance, hindi na nga breaking masyado. In hip hop dance, the studio versus street, you know. It has always been. So I think it's very important that we don't necessarily have a grand narrative o isang naratibo ng hip hop na parang ito nagsimula, ganito, ganito nangyari. It's not that developmental. No? But we see kung paano yung mga struggles na to nagbunsod ng mga iba-ibang mga bagay-bagay. It's harder, but I think it will give more justice to what we call as Pinoy hip-hop culture. I mean, we've been existing for a long time.
Yes, yes.
And yet, all that we have are some blogs
Oo nga.
about it, you know? So,
struggling pa rin hanggang ngayon for...
diba? So, kahit maraming issue dun sa, may hip-hop scholarship, di kailangan yan. Yeah, of course, kailangan.
Oo.
You know?
Sarado pa rin yun.
Of course, kailangan. Eh di kung mali, let's
correct
debate about it, you know?
Yes.
Part of the whole story, part of the whole creating the story of our community is for everybody to put in their cent, you know?
Yes.
So it's not only me. I'm starting it because no one is doing it, I guess. But I think Caliphate is doing some stuff.
That's good because somebody has to do it, and from the communities that's where the culture is growing, or it's being molded into what the culture is today.
Exactly. Or at least kung hindi man lang molding, they have a reflection of may ganito pala. Hindi yung parang ching 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 singaw. Akala mo wala kang pinagmulan, ano kasi Venus?
Hanggang ngayon nga magganyan pa rin eh. Yung sinasabi mo na marami pa rin ang hindi nakakaintindi or ayaw tumanggap na may ganito talaga. There's still a lot. We did a Christmas song, right? Because it's a Christmas song.
Yes.
It's a Christmas project. My friends, naturally, I sent the songs to my friends to listen. For them to play it to their children or kung kanino man. Niyaya ako agad mag-perform daw sa mga bata. It's about time daw I did something like that. You know, and because she related to it because it was a Christmas song. But it was rap.
Right.
So what do you think of that? I mean, why is it that there are still people, despite of, the dominance or obvious effect of rap music all over TV or whatever other social media there is, they don't really open up their ears to it unless it's something that's Christmassy or nice.
Something they're very familiar with?
Well, one, it takes a lot of language familiarity to understand rap.
Yes.
Hindi naman siya accessible. You know, I mean, the beats are accessible. Actually, hindi rin. The complexity of it if you analyze it. But still, sige, fine, the groove is accessible. But MCing or rapping, it's not that accessible. You have to have a certain level of parang focus in order to listen. So, we have to make that accessible. But what we don't understand is that this is the language of the generation as well. Fast and also detalyado. Yan yung ano. Ang gusto ko nga mangyari kung magpe-pedagogy pa tayo. Parang because with my students when they read, medyo nahihirapan sila magbasa, 'di ba? But rap is so accessible to my students as well, no? So there must be something in the generation, in the way we listen to things, in the way we understand things, in the way we understand social media, that makes rap a little bit more accessible, or actually hip hop in general, a little bit more accessible for everybody.
Okay. Hold that.
Yes, hold that. May isa pa akong point i-remind nyo sa akin.
Okay. Magbabalik po kami dito sa Jambongga sa Kinse, Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz. Huwag kayong aalis.
Narito na, feel the thunder. Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15-30. Narito na, feel the thunder. Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15-30. Narito na, feel the thunder. Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15.
On the way, letter King, Jam Squeak, Cartagate, moving up 90 yards and Rivers of Gold. Then followed by runner number 8, that's Priceless Joy. Rivers of Gold takes up running, followed by Priceless Joy. 2 lengths back in third, running out in rail is Letter King. Around the outside now, Cinderella Girl, then followed by Mino Carter. And out of straight, they travel. Rivers of Gold leads by some 5 lengths now. Followed by Priceless Joy from the outside. Running by is Letter King. 6 lengths in behind Mino Carter. Then followed now by entry number 7. and that's Newton's goal. And halfway down they travel as solo leader. That's Rivers of Gold. Spread eagle wing out about 10 lengths, followed by Letter King, moving up Priceless Joy. My Bukas Pana on the outside. Nino Carter also joining in inside the last 400. It is still Rivers of Gold by some 10 lengths, followed by My Bukas Pa. As they turn for home, they got to be hurry now to catch this one. That's Rivers of Gold. Leads by some 9 to 10. And at the wire, it's Rivers of Gold. Second, close finish. 4 match point, may bukas pa.
Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15-30. Broadcasting live from the Capital Broadcasting Center studio in Ortigas, Pasig City, Philippines. 25,000 watts of pure AM power.
25,000 watts of pure AM power.
Matapang sa pagbabalita. Punong-puno ng impormasyon. Laging handa sa public service. Ang pagbabagong hanap mo sa AM. Ito ang DZME. Kinse, Trenta.
Yeah, we're back. You guys are listening to Jambongga sa Kinse, Trenta. We're Pinoy Hiphoppaz. Once again, I'm Bebe Reese.
And of course, this is Jug, Honey Love, and it is now 6:45 in the evening. And this is a time check, of course, brought to you by No Bad Ideas, the leaders in premium headwear. Want to stand above the rest? Visit nobadideas.com for all their latest releases in headwear and clothing.
Yeah.
All right, No Bad Ideas right here. Right
Yeah.
there.
Ito ba yan?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so nakakatawa yung ating karera dyan na interrupt tayo ng konti.
Nakakatawa, match point.
Yes, may minsan naman, ano yun, hindi mo maintindihan. Mas parang ibang lengguwahe.
Ang sarap nga i-sample eh.
Alright, so we were interrupted there, but as you were saying, if you remember the topic, do you remember?
Do I remember? I think the question was...
Ano ba ulit yung question na yun? Saan na tayo napunta?
Ate Arlene, you just said, oh my God, learning a lot from Prof. So what was our topic?
Oo nga, ano nga ba yung topic natin?
Nag-distract ako sa karera.
Oh no, yeah, yun nga yung tanong ko na lang yung latest na naalala ko bakit marami pa rin na kailangan Christmas song bago nila ma-appreciate, di ba? Bago nila buksan yung tenga nila or yung attention nila before they even start paying attention to what I'm saying.
Right. Yung unang sinabi ko, just to summarize, teacher no? Just to summarize, parang kailangan mo rin naman talaga, the aesthetics of hip-hop needs getting used to.
Yes,
it's not that accessible.
I call it nga training, ear training.
Yeah, you need to.
Active listening skills.
It's not that people are not into it, but it's you need to get used to it. Yung pangalawa, we have to admit it. Let's lay it out there na parang there's still some exclusivity that's going on,
Yes.
because hip hop's history is underground.
Yes.
It's marginalized. So this yung pag-cross sa popularity, it breeds a lot of one, fear for people na, uy, baka magse-sell out ka na. Two, when you get commercial, parang, uy, nawawala na yung essence ng hip-hop. So maraming ganyan. Again, kaya nga instead of isang buong storya ng hip-hop, ang gusto kong makita talaga yung mga struggles yung mga conflict within the community, which I think what makes hip-hop community hip-hop. Hindi lang yung, of course, from KRS-One and the philosophers of hip-hop, we know that it's coming together of all these 9 elements, ganyan. Ang ganda ng pagkasabi yung oral, visual, physical, and mental. But I think beyond that, and this is something that I'm really trying to get into in my scholarship. I think beyond that, the struggles, the conflicts are very much important. In not only bringing together but setting the directions for hip hop.
Yes.
Ang daming kailangang halukayin. And I'm not even going to try. I'm preventing myself from really getting into specific topics, names, topics, but because baka erroneous kasi amateur.
Ano yan, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, you will have to come back here.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
When you're ready to drop those names.
No, but anyway, sige, let's move on. The theater maker that you are.
Okay, theater. Hip-hop theater is one of... Well, my major in high school was theater. I've always been a theater practitioner.
Yes.
I'm a dramaturg and a director as well. So
dramaturg? So you're a writer and you're a dramaturg. So you actually improve the writers pa, ganon?
I wouldn't say improve, but my style of dramaturgy is more asking the hard questions that the writers do not want. You know, some writers and artists, we have these egos, and the dramaturg is there to kind of ask the hard questions. Parang ganon. Anyway, so curator as well, performance curator. These are some of the things that I'm working on. But particularly, I'm really into establishing Pinoy hip-hop theater.
Has this ever crossed your mind to actually form a group of people, like a group na just like you, people like you, and really move forward talaga, be heavily
I am
into
starting.
this?
I am starting to talk to people.
Yes.
But I have to talk to people that are quite like-minded and as crazy as I am.
Yeah,
Because
the same
even abroad, when you talk about hip-hop theater, it's as simple as using the elements, or at least one of the elements of hip-hop into drama, or into theater.
Yes.
So there can be MCing there can be, but my idea of the hip-hop theater is quite different, in terms of staging. It doesn't necessarily. It's not necessarily based on, for example, MCing and words. I want to exhaust the full language of DJing, for example, as a comprehensible language.
Yes.
Using tones, variations.
Oh my goodness.
Medyo conceptual.
Isama mo ako dyan sa group mo.
I will.
Please. Oh gosh.
It's very exciting. It's very conceptual. But pero pag nagawa natin to, pag nagawa siya, I think it would not only open the minds of people in terms of art and theater and staging, but also hip-hop as well. Yung idea ng coming together. One of my beef is that I don't see anymore the coming together of the elements.
Yes, that's
a lot of
true.
people said that. People from our very precious time.
Yeah.
What is that very precious time?
The golden era of hip-hop, right?
Hindi ako magka-claim dun kasi.
Anyway, go ahead.
So, ang ganda kasi ng energy na yun. And that's the reason why I'm not looking into MCing alone, but everything, every element, and how the language.
Which it should be naman talaga kasi.
Which it should be, but at the same time, like for example, there's this one cipher that I went to, and it's supposed to be. I understand the event. It's supposed to feature the DJs, and a shout out to Supreme Fist. Supreme Fist is one of the greatest DJs I've seen. I've heard. And then pag nung nangyari na nagsa-cipher, because it's easier, the MC started taking over, and then it's fine,
Yes.
It's fine. That's the natural course of things, and MCs are more comfortable in ciphering. Nahihiya lang ako, but I wanted to interject sana and then cipher with the DJ. Kasi parang, nawala na. This is supposed to be a DJ event. So meron na mga ganong mga observations, and consciously I want to delve into that and to address that. Format-wise, I'm developing 15-minute, 30-minute, and full length of 1 hour plays, for lack of a better term.
Oh my gosh.
Hip-hop plays. So
that's why you're always busy.
That's why you're always
you see?
busy.
So, sa mga nakikinig, ano lang ako sandali. This is Roselle Pineda, and she is she just got so much in her brain that we really made sure that we invited her dito kasi talagang ito yung mga gusto namin talagang i-share.
Maraming
yung
salamat.
Insight mo talaga, yung alam mo, yung research mo na, yung observation mo, yung ikaw mismo as a hip-hop artist, when you were in elementary, and you were actually a B-girl, you know, it's...
I should have put that down here on the flyer. I'm so sorry.
Hindi natin alam eh.
Nahihiya na ako doon.
Maraming hindi nagsasabi, actually, dumaan din ako sa ganito, na ganito rin.
Hindi ko naman panindigan yun.
Kahit na, ano pa rin. But you're truly immersed, di ba? You're immersed in the culture, and it's very important that we hear. Even I continuously learn dito sa show na to. That's why I love doing this show. Kahit napapagod ako bumiyahe, talagang tuwing may guest, may natututunan talaga ako. It doesn't matter whether baguhan siya or hindi siya baguhan.
Maraming salamat for giving the time, giving me the time.
Now,
Kasi this is something that I'm really very enthusiastic and passionate about as
well.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
I'm writing a book.
Yes. Go ahead. Tell us about the book.
Well, it's supposed to be about Pinoy hip-hop culture, but as I go along, I really wanted it at first to be straight out history.
Yes.
But then again, when I started researching and then looking at the context and then analyzing, I didn't think that straight out history or developmental history of Pinoy hip-hop would give justice to the story of Pinoy hip-hop. So that's why I came up with a new framework, the things that I was telling you about, the pulse history and the fissure history.
Yes.
Now I will organize the story of hip-hop according to pulses and fissures. Because fissures, it's an anatomical, diba? Term, fissures. Sila yung dugsungan, yung dugtungan. So, nagdudugtong sila, but at the same time, they can move lateral. They can move na nagbabump sila. At yung iba, nag-grind. So, I thought that's a very good metaphor for looking at ano ba talaga yung nangyayari sa mga hip-hop practitioners.
So talagang, so as you are trying to finish that book, of course, then you have, besides the regular work that you have to do, di ba?
Yes.
You're being a teacher, professor.
Very activist.
How do you divide your time? I mean, manage your time.
How do I divide my time? Well, the activism is a big part of it. That's what makes me driven.
Yes.
It's really not my position as a teacher, but it's the activism. It's the idea that you cannot just live for yourself. There's so many people who are struggling. Last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, the Lumads came to Manila for the threat of not only militarization and human rights violation, and then rape of land because of mining, but also cultural erasure as well. And I think it's a responsibility for us artists, not only for hip-hop artists, but more so hip-hop artists, to offer their voices and their art and craft to whoever needs it. For the marginalized. Walang silbi para sa akin, well, meron siguro, pero para sa akin, art is valuable if it's accessible to people. And two, if it speaks of the stories of people. And I'm not only talking about words here. This is my with hip hop theater.
Yes.
Acoustic sounds.
Yes.
They give stories as well, as potent stories as the words.
Diba, classical music, romantic era.
But even unorganized sounds,
Yes.
Acoustics mismo,
Yes.
So and I'm into that when it comes to beat producing and DJing. Yung pagtatagni-tagni ng mga sounds ng mga DJs, that creates a whole narrative which I want to. Gusto ko maging conscious yung mga tao dun sa creation
and when
of
they're
narratives.
conscious kasi, the more it will be appreciated and respected.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so. I mean, it's always more valuable. Art is always more valuable if it has both the idea, the concept, and the form. The content and the form, di ba? I mean, there are some art forms na talagang, kahit naman sa hip-hop, hindi ko na sabihin kung marami yan, pero groove ka, parang wow, galing nito, this is a sick beat, ganyan. Pero pag pinakinggan mo, ano to? I don't wanna dance to this. This is shit, man. So alam natin yan, na nagko-conflict minsan ng form and content. And there are millions of ways in order for the form and content to be really together. And yeah.
And it's very important that you will continue your work or your plans, because hundreds of years from now, when the students back then will study history, yan yon.
O at least nakalagay na tayo sa history sa CCP Encyclopedia.
Kasi kung if they're not, like I studied, one of the courses that I took in the States was the history of Western music, 1700s, whatever, 1800s. It's history of music. Doon ko na-appreciate, ganito pala yun. This is pala what, hindi pala siya just classical music, it's romantic, it's baroque. It's like that pala. And then, each era of music had a corresponding era in art.
Right.
Pantay-pantay siya. So, it came side by side. No? And when
hindi siya incidental. It has this narrative.
Ganon, And when I took that course, that's when I really respected that. And I knew that grabe ako, lagi ako nalilate doon, and then pinapagalitan ako ng ko, but I was like, it's not a required course for my subject for my to graduate, but I took it because I'm into music, diba?
But more so for hip-hop, because you write, and eventually, I want people to write their stories,
And that's actually one of the that I thought of about 2007. I wanted to put something out, documenting the stories of each. But I don't have the time to do it. Simple na nga lang Hindi na nga yung tulad ng gagawin mo na i-research mo or na simple na lang. I'll just talk to the people and send your stories and I'll have an editor fix it. But I can't do it. I just don't have the time.
Oo nga
Kasi importanteng may ganyan.
Importante talaga.
Pa rin na maganyan. But anyway, let's take a break, Roselle. We will keep you here since our other guests are not here stuck in traffic. And then we will call on our next guest later on soon. After we play our second set of songs. From
Underground Speech on radio.
Yes, so Riz, go ahead when you're ready. Huwag kayong aalis. We will be back. We'll be playing original music, rap, hip-hop, Filipino to.
Yes, and guys, if you want to ask our guest here, Roselle Pineda, any questions, it's 0998-975-1368. Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
This is Miserable from Montindependent Family at kayo'y nakikinig sa DZME, Jambongga sa Kinse, Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz.
Ang alay ng buhay na aking binabaybay, parang bangka sa alon na kusang sumasabay sa bawat sining at talino na sa akin ibinigay. Mula sa katas-taasan na siyang gumagabay sa aking asignatura, ang musika at kultura. Tulad ng moro-moro na may pagtatanghal, mga bugtong, mga kwento na sa akin tumipekto sa kalaman ng aklat. Natuto kong sumulat sa mga tulat, epiko, natuklas ang talento sa enerhiya ng isipan, gumawa at umimbento. Nahubog pagkatao sa litrato ng kata, sa imahinasyon na aking ginagawa sa bawat klasifikasyon. Solido sa pundasyon, pulido sa misyon at ganado sa ambisyon. Sa buhay natin natahak, isipan at puso may galak, panulat at papel na parang ginto at pila.
Walang aawa sa akin hanggang sa maabot ko ang lahat ng mga pangarap ko. Dala ang mahiwagang musika, ako ay lilipad patutunayan sa lahat.
Pagkatapos si mahiwaga na ang tinalaga, mikropono sandata na aking daladala. Ako ang mayakda na siyang maglalata na sa inyo nagbabalita, parang ibong may mensahe. Isang manunulat malalakbay sa kalaman, ang tagamasid na guhat sa daigdig na parang lawing sumisisid sa buong ipapawid. Sa inyong iyahatid mga katang ipapamalas, boses ang nilalabas, malayang maalpas ang diwa at layunin marinig. Ang dandami bigis-bigis magkaisa sa positibong pananaw, na may isang umaga para sa buhay na laulong sa aling sunod ng tagumpay. Higit pa sa gintong medalya, malayang isipan mulat sa kamalayan, sinlawan ng kalawakan o ng kalangitan. Ito ang tanging yaman para lupang sinasaksihan.
Walang aawa sa akin hanggang sa maabot ko ang lahat ng mga pangarap ko. Dala ang mahiwagang musika,
siya, puno ng sustansya. Sa dakong silang Republika ng Pilipinas, hip-hop tumataas, lumalakas ang landas. At sa bawat antas, sa tunog mapapakasaka po ngayon. At bukas akin ang ipapamala sa balangkas ng tunog. At alastasan ng isipan na parang vitamina na siyang magpapagana sa mga kawikaan na ating pinamumuhay sa estilo at galaw at musikang tinataglay sa bawat balagtasan. Pakikipagtagisan na parang atleta, sanay sa palakas sapagkat itong rap Tagalog pinagmamalaking tunog. Patuloy sa pagtaguyod dadalhin hanggang butol.
Walang aawas sa akin hanggang sa maabot ko ang lahat ng mga pangarap ko. Dala ang mahiwagang musika, ako ay lilipad, patutunayan sa lahat. Walang aawas sa akin hanggang sa maabot ko ang lahat ng mga pangarap ko. Dala ang mahiwagang musika, ako ay lilipad, patutunayan sa lahat. Dala ang mahiwagang musika, ako ay lilipad, patutunayan sa lahat. Dala ang mahiwagang musika, ako ay lilipad, patutunayan sa lahat.
Pantalon, plansyado manggas, o handa ka na ba lumabas? Gininto ang mga kwintas, amas, at iba pang alahas. Magulang mahimbing ang tulog, taka na't tumakas, nag-ipon buong linggo. Para naman na may pangwaldas, mahihin na pagyapak, pagkapa, madilim na salas. Paglabas ng pinto, tila nakalaya ng rehas. Sa akin ang buwan, sa kanila na ang bukas. Naririnig ko na ang kampanang umaanimat. Kung mas maaga, maiiwasan ang pila na mahaba't tinatamasan ng dila. Ang mapait na lasa ng alkohol na sa aking lulunod at magbabasa. Nagpapalimot pansamantala na lahat ng problema. Malawak na kalsada kung sino-sinong dumadagsa. Kahit ipagtugtong hindi kumpleto, parang pariralas. Sakay ni Manong sa tricycle, barkadang pumuno. Itong gabing ito sa atin ang mundong ito.
Di ka na't tumimik, tumakasgat, gagala na. Baghari ng isipan, lumabas ng kalawakan. Sumama ka sa himig at makulay na paligid. Di ka na't tumimik, tumakasgat, gagala na. Baghari ng isipan, lumabas ng kalawakan. Sumama ka sa himig at matuto kang umibig.
Yung tipong umaga pa lang ay planado na ang lakad. Pagmulat ng mga mata ang oras ay medyo mapupad. Ilang buwan ang inantay bago tuluyang itinulak ang balak na mas puti pa sa perlas, bulak at ulap. Rosas, polo at sulat para sa hinahangaan. Sana naman ay di masayang panahon na inilaan. Kakatanong mula pangalan at pangarap na tahanan. Lahat na nga napag-usapan, ba't di pa kami magmahalan? Sinundo sa kanyang bahay, nakapulang bestida. Mula buhok at kilay, talo pa ibang dekada. Klasiko parang Sinora, postura ni Angelina. Gilas ni Mona Lisa, ngiti ni Princess Diana. Sariwang hangin habang nakahawak sa bewang. Kita ko sa iyong matang isinasalarawan. Walang hanggang kabataan na di base sa edad. Dalagang pinangangalagaan ng sariling dignidad. Tara,
Lika na't tumimik, tumakasgat, gagala na. Baghari ng isipan, lumabas ng kalawakan. Sumama ka sa himig at makulay na paligid. Lika na't tumimik, tumakasgat, gagala na. Baghari ng isipan, lumabas ng kalawakan. Sumama ka sa himig at matuto kang umibig. Matuto kang umibig. Halika na't kumibig.
Alam mo na. Flavormatics, no Lazarus, Q y'all, we in here. Chillin' with freaky raps. Raps a little freaky, you know what I'm talking about. We ride with your freak on it though. We about to freak on it.
Freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it. Kikilabutan ka kung ikaw ay mapadpad sa lugar kung saan ay liblib. Titilaw ka mga manok nakakatakot kaya dapat matibay ang dibdib. Ang paligid ay madilim, wag kang maingay, mga alulong at mga bagay-bagay. Magsaya sa lugar kung saan ako lang ang daan. Ako lang ang daan. Marami mga eba at ako lang ang adan. Ako lang ang adan. Sa kuweba kita pa sasayahin, gabi taking tungkod, palilingawin kahit sa akin nakatalikod. Kaligayahang nakakapagod, magiging atat ka pagkahagod kahit sabayan mo pang magpahilo. Freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it.
I'm a freak of nature, call it evolution. Might be a girl's X-Man, I'm a mutant. I keep it moving, perpetual motion. Trying to throw dirt on my name, I bulldoze it. I'm a juggernaut, what you want? I keep flipping with the flow like a somersault. It ain't nothing chucking duty on. I hate us from the rooftops, we don't stop. I went from hip-hop to Phil-pop. 5 years ago, my Enid dropped, and yeah, we still hot. And now I'm brag, yo, I spit the facts. Getting freaky on a beat with freaky rap. New York? Yeah, I stand for it. Ask Houdini, I jam on it. I heard the freaks come out at night. Rock the mic, right.
Freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it. Sumama sa lugar kung saan masaya, maligaya ang lahat, walang kawawa. Maglibang sa sarap, mga mata ay kikislap sa sarap, giginhawa. Huwag matakot, ako ang bahala. Peso o dala, diretso ang bala. Hala, andyan na, lalabas na. Di ko mapigilan, sumabay ka. Tayo lang dalawa, magtawag ka ng marami mong kasama. Di sa kondo doon sa liblib, para makita kung malakas ang dibdib. Walang preno, diretso lang. Di ka mabibitin, hatid sa iyo ang isang masarap na hapunan. Sabay tayong dalawa, mukha mong maganda, pati ang katawan. Anong magagawa? Freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it, freak on it, freak on it, freak for freak for freak on it.
Magandang araw, Pilipinas! Ulo ng ating mga balita, ang mga sumusunod na ulat ay inulit lang mula kanina.
I'm thinking of a master plan. Sa paano paraan ko ito madadagdagan, so pautang ng 100. O kaya naman, baka meron kang alam, baka pwede mo akong spatan. Timbrihan mo lang ako ng konti, ops na ang hirap ng matagpuan. Bigas na ihahain sa hapagkainan. Dati-rati ay sagana, ngunit ngayon ay olas. Nagdididil akong asin sawana ko sa alat. Buhaya sa sapa, nagkalat and it rains. Ish in on the country just to make her a chain. Lakas ng pagbabago, sana totoo. Pero mga nakapaligid ang tagal na doon. Napanood ko na noon. Nung panahon may ulam pa kami at telebisyon. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malalana. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malalana. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malalana. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malalana.
Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malalana. Na parang lumuwag na tornilyo sa ulo. Nakulong na't lahat, tumakbo pa ng Pangulo. Ang dami pang bumoto, daming ang bobobo. Tapos ng eleksyon, nabawasan ng pera. Yari, tudugasan na naman ng pera. Na para sa masa palibasa, tulang dalubasa. Sa pagpapataba ng bulsa, dapat sa'yo ay sinusunog sa luneta. At hinuhulog sa ibang planeta. At enyo mga paulit-ulit na ginagawa. Ayoko nang bumoto pag nakikita ko mukha ng mga kandidato. Ang nakikita ko ay pera. Mula noon hanggang ngayon wala rin pagbabago. Tila lahat sinahabol lang ay pera. Kaya
tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malala na. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malala na. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana, kayo ay malala na. Tingnan mo kami ngayon. Sa tulad yung sawana.
Narito na, feel the thunder. Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15-30.
Sa Southwest Lawat ay tuza Uyab Magdapio. Handog, running by Daryl Sangang Daan. Isabel, then followed by Apobu, Toscana, Camry, Congregation, Bicol, and ay tuza East the Early Trailer. Handog, Sangang Daan. Magdapio joining the Marias and Apobu. Then racing in pit comes Isobel, Camry, Toscana, Congregation, Bicol, and Aitusa still at the tail of the field. Sangang Daan, Handog, fighting it out for the leader. Then 3 lengths, watching in third is Magdapio. And in fourth now, Isobel, Apobu in pit, Camry, Toscana, Congregation, Aitusa second less, and Bicol. Now racing in last, Sangang Daan, and Arian Series Handog. Here comes Magdapio. Now coming closer in third. Camry, Arian side fourth, Apobu running by the rail is Isobel and Toscana. We've got Magdapio, Camry, now Ariel San to take the lead. Camry running by the release, Magdapio, Apobu in third, Toscana now coming closer in fourth. As they come down at the last of the day, Camry by about 2.5 lengths, Magdapio still in second, Apobu and Ariel San is Toscana. And it's still Camry by about 6 lengths, Toscana, Magdapio, Apobu, and finally Camry, Toscana, Apobu, Magdapio. Then comes 3A, Isabel.
Carrera 15-30. Carrera 15-30. Broadcasting live from the Capital Broadcasting Center studio in Ortigas, Pasig City, Philippines. 25,000 watts of pure AM power.
25,000 watts of pure AM power.
Matapang sa pagbabalita, punong-puno ng informasyon, laging handa sa public service. Ang pagbabagong hanap mo sa AM. Ito ang DZME. Kinse, Trenta.
Yeah. We're back. Once again, this is Jambongga sa Kinse, Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz.
And of course, she was Beberis.
Yes, and you are?
You should introduce me.
Dragana Love.
Yes, anyway, nagbabalik kami. It's 17 minutes past 7 o'clock. So we are 45 minutes left into our second hour here. And of course, we have another guest. Dapat may mga guest pa tayo, yung iba na stuck sa traffic at yung isa ay nasa-stuck din siya sa traffic.
It's talaga.
So anyway, tawagin natin muna at isama na natin sa conversation ng isa nating guest na galing pa ng Baguio. And he's actually one of the winners of Underground Speech on Radio, or one of the participants that chosen to his song Abakada
ng Makata.
Abakada
ng Makata po.
Okay, so anyway, welcome here to the station, B Mike.
Do you want to be called Brown Mike or B Mike?
Either
Any?
of the two po.
Okay.
More represent.
Ayan.
Magandang gabi po, Pilipinas.
Ayan. So, anyway, bati ka muna.
So, gusto ko pong bumate sa mga Baguio hip-hop heads dyan. Pwede pong mag-shoutout. Shoutouts ko po, Don't Quit Beats, the X-Rhyme from Brooklyn, Hazy, Brown Mice Advocate from Baguio, Ronald and Cray of One Mic Productions, and Bagtown Records, MOB Carnales, and Pangkat de Sabog, Friday Peeps, Pakdal Homeboys. Yun lang po.
Alright. So anyway, Riz, kausapin mo muna si B Mike. May check lang ako maigit pero sa ating stream.
Yes
Sandali lang.
Kamusta ang biyahe?
Medyo haggard po.
Haggard.
Na nag-enjoy naman.
Pero maraming salamat, Baguio pa yan, napakalayo.
Yes po.
To be here. Thank you. And shoutout kay Don't Quit.
And Six Side Productions pala. Six Side Productions, Jeyo. Thank you po.
Alright.
Ako rin mabati ako.
Oh, go!
Since bumati sila, bati din ako sa mga hip-hop collective dyan sa sa Southern Mindanao, particularly kay B-Boy Pele.
Hello.
Wow, all the way there.
All the way there. My roommate.
All
My
right.
roommate. Oh, and because you guys are making bate, pati na ako.
Oh, yan.
Kay Ate Arlene, Mark Suarez, kay Pinakamalupet Ramos, Jin Cana. I'll ask your question shortly, Jin.
Hello guys,
Yeah.
yung mga nakikinig. Sino sila ulit? Sorry.
Si Ate Arlene.
Yes.
Is tuned in. Mark Suarez, Pinakamalupet, Jin. And
Mark Suarez is right? Is a rapper?
Yes.
What's his name again? No, it's AKA.
Mark Suarez, what's your AKA?
Boozy.
Boozy Corleone.
Yan, alright.
Yan.
What's up? So anyway, at maraming salamat that you're tuned in. Anyway, we're still talking to Roselle here and of course, Brown Mike, B Mike from Baguio. Okay. So tuloy na natin conversation natin.
Yes, go ahead.
Ano na, ininterrupt ata kita eh.
Teka lang, I'm distracted here.
Okay, bakit? Ano meron? Anyway, ang bilis ng oras guys. Sa sobrang traffic, mukhang hindi makakarating ang iba nating guests. Pero hopefully, makadating sila at makakaway man lang ng konti dito sa ating Ustream.
Yeah.
So anyway, B Mike.
Ito pala.
Oo, may Ustream tayo.
Kasi lumikit yung image kasi naman sabi sa akin.
Di ba yung
Okay
Ustream
lang
ay
yung
audio
Mortis
kanina? Di ba? Oh, wait. Naka-on ba yung mic? Yan. Oh.
Kahit anong mangyari.
Yan. Speak louder lang para marinig. Ayan. Okay, so B Mike.
Yes
Let's
po.
talk to you a little bit here, quickly.
Okay po.
And then we'll play your song. So bakit, tell us about you. How long have you been rapping?
Approximately po, for yung years po, hindi ko po medyo mabilang. Pero I started writing some lyrics since 2001 po.
Matagal na. 14 years ago.
14 years ago, yes. That was in high school po.
Okay.
High school, yeah.
Sige. Tapos, kamusta ang career natin sa Baguio?
Kamusta ang hip-hop sa Baguio?
Kumusta po ang hip-hop sa Baguio? Medyo patay-sindi. Patay-sindi po. Patay-sindi. Medyo struggling po siya. So, 3 years ago po, medyo active. 3 years ago.
Alam ko
Before
na.
the gang related.
Nandun kami 3 years ago no?
Yes, we were there.
Actually, may gig si Beveris doon. Di pa nga siya bayad ng todo doon.
Ay, nabalitaan ko po yan.
Shout out
Anyway.
jokes.
Ayun.
Pwede ba ako magtanong?
Sige,
Yes
go.
po, yes po.
Kasi sabi mo, di ba, parang patay sindi, but it's always been there. Pulse nga siya.
Yes.
No? Pero ako, ang interested ako, paano nagkakaroon ng indigenization, ng process ng indigenization. Kanina pinarinig ko sa yung collaboration namin ni Diego na industrialisasyon. It has a hook na sa Lidumay. Meron bang ganung movement ang mga hip-hop artists sa Baguio? Baguio is the hub of...
As of now po is wala pa po. May mga Cordilleran rappers po mahuhusay. Yun nga lang po may mga Ilocano rin po. Pero yung parang yung cultural music po kanina is wala pa po akong narinig. More on yung hinaluan po ng hip hop. More on yung influence po kasi ng Baguio is East Coast, West Coast po. And Dirty South talaga. Yung mga influence ng Baguio po.
Hindi sila in touch with their...
Hindi pa siguro.
Hindi pa.
Medyo bilang lang po yung mga solid na OPM supporters dati. More on karamihan po ngayon is more on western culture.
Bakit kaya?
Nagsimula and then yung mga uma-idolize na po ng mga OPM ngayon is since lumabas na po yung flip top yung nauso na may mga new school na po ngayon. Yun na po yun. Medyo hindi po nila alam yung roots yung iba.
So tell us about Brown Mike. Why Brown Mike? Number one easy question.
Brown Mike po is po kasi daglat. Abbreviation. Parang BROWNMIC. So meaning po is being real on writing necessary masterpiece in compositions. And then, brown mic rin po, parang rene-represent pong pagka-Pinoy natin. Kayumanggi ang kulay. So, mic is a medium. Yun po, spreading the word or dropping some knowledge or wisdom, you know.
Okay, that's good because that's always our question.
Yes,
Ikaw
po.
naman, bakit Roselle Pineda?
May tanong, di ba?
Or tanong daw.
Oh, yeah. Tungkol din dun sa tanong, di ba?
Okay, ito si Jin Kana. Tinanong niya, it might have been explained kanina, but because he just tuned in, sabi niya, what exactly ang definition ng hip-hop scholar? Parang pinag-aaralan ba ang 4 to 9 elements?
Sige. Medyo mahaba-haba explanation kanina about representation and labeling. Pero just a quick answer, hip-hop scholarship is basically studying hip-hop culture, including form, including its music, its content. Meron nga akong mga I'm trying to collaborate with a lot of physicists and mathematicians on really analyzing mathematically and scientifically the different patterns of MCs sa Pilipinas, yung mga ganyan.
Ano yan, magde-develop kayo ng algorithm or something?
So
that you can predict the future of Pinoy hip-hop?
Hindi naman predict, pero siguro ako, ang particular na reason kung ba't ko ginagawa yun is that most people still, like what you said kanina, going back to the question na bakit wala nakikinig ng hip-hop, a lot of people dismiss it as, when you talk about street culture, it doesn't have that aesthetics, it doesn't have that parang matinding form and structure. They're mistaken. So many mistakes na sa dismissive to dismiss hip hop as something that you just do because it's very complex. The rhyming scheme is very complex. DJing is very complex. It's very technological. Most of us don't understand all these technology. So one of my main objectives about hip hop scholarship or studies on hip hop, research on hip hop, including history, analysis, philosophy, theory, etc., is to bring forth the different discourses of hip hop culture, and mabigyan man lang ng justification na parang this is not only a legit art form, but this is a goddamn good art form, An excellent, structurally complex. Wala akong kilala na iba pang mga poet na kasing titindi ng words na alam ng maraming mga MCs, So ganun siya. So that's one of my objectives. That's why I want to write about hip hop. So hip hop scholarship is basically writing and researching on hip hop, and hopefully publishing. Because you need to spread. You need to spread the word. I know there's a lot of medyo conflicting din yan kasi a lot of hip-hop practitioners, they don't want to publish it. Tapos questionin yung credibility ko na parang, bakit ka nagaganyan? Di ka naman MC or whatever, ganyan-ganyan. O sige, you write about it.
But you won't.
Wala naman. Yun naman Di sige, go. Pero let's write about it. Let's, go, by all means, bash me. But write. Don't just bash people. Write. Produce. Produce. Otherwise, wala kang na i-contribute sa diskurso at pagpapalalim ng hip-hop community. So,
Thank you.
Thank you, Jean.
Salamat.
Nice one po.
We hope that you heard Roselle's answer this time because
we're not gonna repeat it again.
No, but yung mga nakikinig dyan at narinig kanina yung sagot niya, yung narinig ngayon yung sagot niya, I think it's quite clear kung ano naman na napaka-importante ng objective ni Roselle. That's exactly why we invited her here because she has something very good to tell us. Something promising and something very promising at kailangan gawin.
Promising at kailangan. I think it's necessary.
Hindi pa pwedeng gawa lang tayo ng gawa nang walang documentation. History nga di ba? Historical nga ang lahat.
All cultures have history.
Hindi naman maganda na nandito tayo nag-i-exist today pagkatapos wala man lang tayong what is the Tagalog? I don't know how to say it. wala man lang tayong bakas ng kahapon natin. You know what I mean? Right?
Tsaka hindi lang yung writing, yung archiving is also very
Ayun,
important.
writing, archiving, syempre yung bakas natin will be the music or the, the lyrics we write,
Yeah,
but, more so than that, more importantly, is really putting it into structure.
Yes.
Better understanding for those who are not as lucky and blessed as we are as artistic elements of this world. So,
I love the way you said that, ate.
wala. Nag-iisip ako dito, masyado intellectual yung katabi ko. But,
Indeed. Yes
diba,
po, yes
indeed.
po.
Anyway,
Yes,
come
ma'am.
on, tell us about you. Why is it, I have been in this industry or community for a very long time. Why is it the first time kong narinig si Brown Mike? I mean, not that I know everybody from Baguio, but what is it that made you decide na sumali sa underground, magpasa ng kanta sa underground speech on radio, and why are you like pushing it right now? Why are you pushing yourself now?
Basically, it's passion po kasi.
So ito na yung time mo.
Marinig man po o hindi, as long as nandun po yung passion ko through writing or I love music or hip-hop. Kasi, underground, based on na underground po tayo, so may mga freedom of speech po tayo, pero hindi po lahat yon naririnig ng mga tao kahit gusto po nating iparinig, or may mga selected listeners po kasi tayo. And then sa Baguio po kasi medyo high competition na po yung hip-hop doon.
Okay.
Medyo high competition po yung hip-hop doon. Yung po, patay sindi before the gang days dati. After the gang days pala, yun po, naging active yung hip-hop, as in hip-hopan. Dumayo rin po yung mga ibang OPM legend artists sa Baguio para mag-perform. And then, after 3 years, nawala po ulit. And then, ako po, medyo bumabalik po ulit ako to encourage yung mga ibang artists po ng Baguio. And then, ipagpatuloy po yung passion natin. Yun lang po. And then, let's contribute in the hip-hop culture lang po. Kasi hindi po pwedeng mamatay. Lalo na sa provincial areas, Baguio. Pero solid pong hip-hop sa Baguio. Hip-hopan, solid po doon.
So naririnig ka nila dito ngayon? Naka-tune in ba sila?
Yes po. May mga supporters po ako dyan. Naka-tune in po sila. What's up po?
Hello.
Salamat sa support.
Hello, Baguio. Thanks for tuning in. Oo nga, yung patay
Struggling po siya, struggling. Struggling po, ayun.
Alright, so I think we should play, let's have B-Mike perform na her song muna.
Yes.
Alright?
Okay po.
Kaya na, kaya na?
Okay lang, may kodigo po, may kodigo.
Sige, layo mo lang ng konti. Yan, ganyan mo na lang yan. Ganyan mo yan. Tapos, huwag masyadong malapit. And then, we're gonna be playing B-Mike's or Brown Mike's song, what he submitted with his producer.
Nico Hippo, Don't Quit.
What's up, Don't Quit Beats?
Yes, and ito yung pinasa nilang kanta for Underground Speech on Radio at ito yung napili. Sasabayan na lang niya yung kanyang kanta. Okay, guys?
Yes po. Pagpasensyahan nyo po yung track. So, legit po to yung beat, originally produced by Don't Quit Beats. So, yung lyrics po medyo explicit siya. Medyo bragging naman po. So, yung no, hindi naman. Joke.
What explicit?
Hindi naman po. Wala namang I mean, medyo may pagka direct at swag ang dating.
Okay
Yan.
lang.
Pero wala naman pong bad words.
Okay.
Alright. Make sure.
So,
alright, so guys, wag niyong papalitan yung station niyo. This is Brown Mike about to perform his original song. And of course, we will be right back with Roselle Pineda and our other guests. They finally made it to the station. This is huwag kayong alis mga fans ng Kartel. This is Tala and Elaya in the house.
Yeah.
They were able to beat the traffic. Babalik po kami. Ito na po si Brown Mike.
yes po. Brown Mike. Don't Quit Beats in the house, yo. The reunion. Pinagpalang instrumento, sining at obra. Yeah. Ako ay alamat at joke lang po yan. Nasulat ko po tong track na to para hasain yung bokabularyo ko. kada. Alpabeto ng Makata, aba, kada. Ako ay alamat at animoy anyong abaka. Alpabetong alas astig akay-akay ang akda. Bigat binuhat bawat bigkas, binitawang bakas. Binuksan, binulabog, binasbasan, binalangkas. Kalyong kamay ko kaya kayong katayin. Kilalanin kamaong kaliwa. Kada kumpas kabahan kat kukuyugin dahil di dama. Durugin, dagukan, bilang dadagan. Dadanasin dito'y digmaan. Ehemplong epal, eksperto, eksklusibong elemento. Eksenang X, ewan, estilo'y eksakto. Gaya-gaya, gumawa, gagambalain, gagalusan, gagong gala, may gagamitin, ginamay, ginilitan. Hikain, hinamak, hawakan, hinay-hinay, hahatid, hukay, habang buhay, handang harapin. Himala, instrumentong inalay, inibang invention nito. Inimbentong sculptor, inakay, idolong imperyo. Lirikal, lalayag, letrang lalaban, linimbag, lumay, lapas, tanganin, lalatay, lalayag. Makatang mandirig, maminahal, mga may respeto. Manunulat, manalangin, maglalakbay muna malayo. Nanilabas na natiling namulat, naging nabigasyon, nagturo ng gulat. Odang obra, original, opo, ordinaryong orator, papakawalan para pulido, punahin, pinuhunan, puro'y papanigan, pigilan, pinakamalupit pang latay, pagsusulat, pinag-igihan, respeto, ramdamin, rimang, raratratraragasa. Reteo, resistensya at reserba, salamat sa sining sinanay, sinubukang sambahin, subalit sinong sumabit, sumabay, sumalamin, tangkeng tigas, tangkain, tunay talagang totoo, tagumpay to, tala isipan, tanggalin tampalasang tao, upang ubusin, umano'y ulul, uunahan, untog ulo, sapang utak, usad, umpisahan, usbong watak-watak, winasak, walang wikang wagi, walong watawat, wakasan, walda si wari, waksi, yakang-yaka, yung yabang, yayariin, yayanigin, yamang yapak, yadong yukto, yuyurakan, yuyupiin. Ganun po mag-rap. Yeah. Alpabeto ng Makata, aba, kada. Brown mic. Alpabeto ng Makata, aba, kada. Don't quit. Alpabeto ng Makata, aba, kada. Brown mic. Alpabeto ng Makata, aba, kada. Don't quit. Yeah. Thank you po sa lahat ng sumuporta.
Once again, it's Brown Mike with Abakada ng Makata.
Thank you po.
Alright, ano yan? So, kinakabahan ka pa rin?
Medyo naman po. It's my first time.
Actually, ako rin kinabahan. Hindi ko malaman kung ano yung tatanong ko sa'yo. Hindi mo ba napansin? So, anyway, how does it feel na nag-travel ka from Baguio para lang makarating dito ngayon?
It was worth the sacrifice po and worth the wait. So, sulit po, sulit. Priceless.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat
Thank you
na
rin po. Thank you rin
pumunta
po.
ka. Kasi yung hunger mo, it's very important.
Yes.
Nakikita ng mga listeners natin dito naman na talagang may mga aspiring talaga na mga artists na gagawin nila kahit malayong pagbabiyahe para lang magkaroon ng opportunity na ganito. At kaya, it's good that you joined Underground Speech and Radio. And thank you for
Thank you
that.
po. Thank you rin po.
Thank you.
Biyag Amyanan.
So, tell us about
Yes po, ma'am.
Abakada ng Makata. What does that mean?
Abakada ng Makata. So, medyo, honestly, the track was influenced by Papus. Papus. Alphabet Slaughter. So, medyo hindi ko naman po siya ginaya, pero yung concept po na nagsulat siya ng from A to Z sa alphabet. So, sunod-sunod per line, AAA lahat, BBB, CCC. So, ginawa ko po na Pinoy yung dating, Abakada. So, ginaya ko po yung style niya. Pero hindi ko po ginaya yung mismong lyrics. May sarili pong lyrics. So, ginaya ko po yung Abakada hanggang sa ya. Ganun po. So, sunod-sunod po na word kung ano, A, B, C, K, D.
Kaya Abakada ng Makata.
Abakada po, yes.
That's good. So, has this been played on radio? Napatugtog na ba to sa Baguio?
Not yet po.
First time to?
First time po dito sa
show. Oh, very
Kinse,
good.
Trenta po.
Ayan. So, we're very happy and proud that we have been playing underground new songs from these artists, independent underground artists, for the very first time. We're very happy that we're able to do that. So,
thank you, Pastor.
Good luck sa track mong yan. And in your journey as somebody na nagbabalik. Pero tingin ko ngayon seryoso ka nang talagang magpupush ng album? I heard that you're
Medyo.
working on an album.
Yes po. We're working on an album po to be released next year. 2016 in collaboration with Don't Quit Beats po.
Yes. Don't Quit
The,
Beats.
the Reunion. The
The
Reunion.
Reunion is the title of the album.
Yes.
Si Don't Quit Beats, siya rin yung gumawa nung kanta ni Beverly's na The Moves. Yung isa
Yeah.
yung kanta dati na yung luma. No?
Yeah. 2012.
Yes. Anyway, alright. So, anyway, ano ka na, magbati ka pa. Whatever
Okay
you
po.
wanna say, last words.
Last words po. Sasamantalin ko na po.
Yes.
Once in a lifetime lang po eh.
Yes.
At ayun, gusto ko lang po i-plug yung prequel EP namin. This is my 8th mixtape, underground mixtape, Brown Mike Don't Quit 8. The prequel EP of the Reunion album.
May prequel pa.
Prequel po.
Ilan na
5
naman
tracks.
yan? Oh,
EP.
nga, EP nga.
EP.
So, ano naman ang ano nun? Bakit prequel? Bakit? Talaga bang may connected stories yan?
Kumbaga po, hindi naman po sa connected stories, pero kumbaga po is parang warm up or appetizer po para sa album namin.
For the one next year.
Yes po, for next year. So last quarter na po ito. So bale, i-out po namin for free through YouTube po.
Ito lang advice. Bigyan mo ng advice
Yes,
yung mga tulad mong nasa underground na baguhan na hindi. Kasi sabi mo, ika-8 mo na to, di ba? Na mixtape.
8 mixtape po.
Okay.
Yes.
So para kang hindi baguhan na baguhan. Nasa gitna ka eh. Advice sa mga tulad mo na tinatamad bumiyahe. Yung mga, kunyari, kasi marami akong kilala na gutom.
Apo.
Pero pag babiyahe ng malayo, ayaw na. And it's not because of, yung karamihan, pera ang issue.
Apo.
Yung iba naman, hindi rin pera. Bigyan mo sila ng advice mo, ikaw bilang isang tulad mo.
So,
Bago ka umalis.
So sa mga kapatid kong gutom at uhaw sa kultura natin sa hip-hop. So yung advice ko lang po is kahit may mga hindrances po tayo or obstacles or gumugulo sa mga isip. So bale sundan lang po natin yung utak at puso natin. Kung gusto naman po natin maraming paraan. So syempre kung may dahilan po tayo, di nyo po talaga magagawa. So actually yun nga, sabi nga ni Looney sa isang track niya na mas masaya po ang biyahe minsan kesa sa mismong destinasyon. So, yun po. Let's enjoyin lang po natin. Kung mahal nyo po yan, isa puso lang po. And then, yun lang po. Yun lang po yung advice. So, passion po. Keep the passion burning.
Yes, you
Keep
will
the passion burning.
You will keep the passion burning if you know how to appreciate the journey.
And then, yung enjoyin nyo po yung ginagawa nyo, yung mahalin nyo po. Yun.
Mahalin nyo, i-enjoy nyo, at alamin nyo yung journey nyo. Kasi kung
Yes
hindi
po.
kayo in touch with your journey, you're gonna let go of your goal.
Yes po.
And you will never reach your goal. And even if you do reach it, and you didn't even take the time to love that journey, or even love, when I say love, you will appreciate yung maganda
Yes po,
at
yes
yung
po.
pangit. Wala na yon.
Opo.
Isipin mo, ba't ko ba ito ginawa?
Yes po, yes po. So,
Diba?
yung
So,
opportunity po, once in a lifetime lang po yan. So, kailangan po nating kagatin. So, yung regret po or pagsisisi habang buhay po natin yan dadalhin.
yan. Okay, maraming salamat, Brown Mike.
Thank you
for
po.
coming here
Thank you
all the
so
way
much.
from
Thank you so
Baguio.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, so ipapakilala ko sa iyo yung mga sunod na guests natin bago matapos ang ating show.
Yes po, yes po.
But ito ay mga dapat mong pinapakinggan kung hindi mo pa sila naririnig. Yung
Yeah.
isa dito ay, papuntahin ko sila dito mamaya.
Yes po.
Yung isa dito ay member ng Los Indios Bravos.
Nice.
Yan, at of course, this is kasama niya, si Ilaya. Silang dalawa ang tinatawag na Kartel.
Nice.
That is Tala and Ilaya, and they are also part of the band called Kalis. Kartel, Lion and the Scouts. Yan yung mga conscious music, mga tungkol sa realidad. Nagra-rap sila doon, pero makabayan, aktivista ang dating.
Nice.
Mga nagbubuhay ng dugo.
Opo.
Ano mga ganong klase.
Kailangan po ng kabataan po ngayon yun.
Yes.
Ulit po.
Alright, so thank you so much, Brown Mike.
Thank you rin po. Thank you rin po, ma'am.
Alright, so guys, we will be calling our next guest. It is 43 minutes past 7 o'clock, and we will be doing a quick time check for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll do that later. Let's call our next guest now. Jego, aka Tala, and of course Ryan, aka Ilaya, and Roselle, please stay there. We will say goodbye all together.
Alright.
Alright, madalian na tayo. So we are only on till 8 o'clock ngayon. Boss, pag nagsalita kayo, hanggang dito lang. Pero kung alam nyo na, kung seryosong topic po ninyo.
Sige.
Okay, so thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Alam namin busy kayo. So, kamusta, bate? Go.
Isang magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng mga nakikinig ngayon. Nandito po tayo ngayon, kasama natin ang mga kasamahan kanina, nakinig natin sa Baguio, tsaka si Jug nandito, tsaka sila Ma'am Roselle at ng iba pa. Ayun, kasama ko ngayon si Ilaya.
Grabe yung traffic. Namin di umabot talaga. Aga namin umalis. So, salamat kay Jug tsaka kay Beberis sa paunlakan kaming dumalo sa kanilang palatuntunan. Sobrang, yun nga, buti umabot pa rin.
Yes, maraming salamat. Ganyan talaga ang struggle ng Friday night.
Grabe.
At sweldo pa.
Oo.
Nila, diba?
Oo nga. At saka long weekend pa.
Tapos mayroong pang sale dyan. Hindi ko sasabihin kasi baka sabihin nagpo-promote tayo.
Ayaw natin i-promote.
Ayaw natin. Yan.
Haba ng traffic na.
Pang-motor ng puno yun.
Yan.
Alright, so anong pwede natin pag-usapan? Ano ang ginagawa ng Kartel? Bakit nagkaroon ng Kartel from Los Indios Bravos and the collaborations of Ilaya with LIB at the time? How did Kartel come about? Yun na lang. Paano na kayo nabuo kayong dalawa?
Dati kasi magkakasama kami sa isang paupahan. Los Indios, pati yung tao sa Laya, pati sila Med Misaya.
Yes.
Yun. Tapos, bumuo kami ng production kahit na alam namin na mahirap. Kasi nung una, napaka-ideal namin eh. Parang, kaya natin to, ganito, yung upa kaya natin, 7,000 kaya yan, madali lang yan, madadaan natin sa pag-MC, sa club, sa pagdi-DJ, kaya yan. Tapos nung pagtagal-tagal yun, kinakain na kami, 6 na buwan kami hindi nakakabayad. Tapos sa madaling salita, nabuo yung Los Indios Bravos, pati tao sa Laya, may bumuo kami ng iba-ibang pangkat.
Okay. Alright, tutuloy natin na, pasensya na meron tayong karera, mga 2 minuto lang, magbabalik tayo. Huwag kayong alis.
Carrera, Kinse, Trenta. Carrera, Kinse,
Trenta. Next in line, Tabela. And 1,000 years and going along for the first turn, King Kai. Being chased by Respecter. Following back in third, Kimagure. Here comes Dazzling. Running in fifth, Amora Mio. Then followed by Big Quick. Here comes with Julian Tabela, 1,000 years. While Price Angel is running in the tail of the field. Upward down they travel, King Kai and Respect para get out for the leader. Dazzling coming close namin third, Amor Mio now running in for moving up now to take fifth, Be Quick on the outside is Kimagure, Sweet Julian Tabela inside the last 600, Respect, Amor Mio now the outside, Dazzling, King Kai, here comes Be Quick and Sweet Julian. As they turn for home, Amor Mio from the outside, running by the wheel, Dazzling, and Sweet Juliana running in third, but still Amor Mio now by some 3 lengths above Sweet Julian, and finally Amor Mio. Second, Sweet Julian, Dazzling, Respectable, Kimagore, 1,000 years, Price Angel, King Kai, and Be Quick. Come.
Carrera, Kinse, Trenta. Carrera, Kinse, Trenta. Broadcasting live from the Capital Broadcasting Center studio in Ortigas, Pasig City, Philippines. 25,000 watts of pure AM power.
25,000 watts of pure AM power.
Matapang sa pagbabalita, punong-puno ng impormasyon, laging handa sa public service. Ang pagpapagong hanap mo sa AM. Ito ang DZME. Kinse, Trenta.
Yeah, and we're back.
Alright, tama lang na magkabalikan na tayo dito kasi 48 minutes past 7 o'clock na. Sana hindi na tayo ma-interrupt dito dahil marami tayong pag-uusapan pa. Kasama natin ang Kartel in the house.
Yeah!
So, si Tala kakatapos ng magsalita. So, yun nga. So, nag-struggle din pala kayo. Nadaanan nyo rin yung normal na dinadaanan ng mga aspiring mga artists. Sama-sama sa isang bubong, bayaran ng renta, taghirap. Ngayon ba masasabi nyo hindi na kayo taghirap?
Hindi. Hindi matatapos ang kahirapan. Hanggat walang nakikipaglaban.
Ayan!
Monetary hindi na, pero yung ibang aspeto, medyo naging naging tight. Nagkaroon ng mas madagdagan kami ng responsibilities, unlike dati na mga single pa kami. Kami lang iniisip namin. So ngayon meron ng, syempre, alam mo yun, priority ng work, balanse ng oras sa trabaho tsaka sa pamilya, tapos yung pang banda, yung pang ibang mga pinagkakaabalahan namin. So yun.
Tapos kasi yun nga, kung hindi ka magtatrabaho, kasi ngayon, dami namin trabaho. Dahil, kunwari ako, freelancer ako, ang daming trabaho. Pag tumigil yung ilad doon, yun, balik na naman sa kahirapan. Na dapat yung isa lang dapat yung hanap buhay namin.
And maapektuhan yung music.
Naapektuhan din yung sining. So,
kasi
yun talaga yung
panggatong namin Kumbaga ngayon, yun na yung meron na kaming stable na trabaho. So hindi na namin kailangan na kumbaga may mga gamit na kami, may makinarya kami para gumawa ng music video. Hindi na katulad dati na kailangan pa namin mag-hustle o kaya sumideline para ganun. Ngayon stable, kaya kailangan namin balansehin din.
Which is good, di ba? Kasi stage yan sa isang artist Kailangan makahanap talaga ng balance para magawa yung sining.
Mismo.
Kapag kasi kung mo lang financial, talagang wala
Tsaka isang reason din namin kung bakit kami nagtatrabaho dahil ayaw namin makorap yung music. Yung iba pinagkakakitaan, kumbaga music yung trabaho nila. So ang problema naman dito, ang nakikita naming problema at nakita na namin, pag kabuhayan mo yung music tapos naging sign artist ka, kung ano yung sasabihin nung record label na gawin mo, yun ang gagawin mo para bumenta ka. Pag wala kang gigs o wala kang kung ano mang racket dun sa music mo, wala kang kakainin. So, yun yung sa amin naman. Kaya hiwalay yung trabaho sa passion.
Tama.
Kumbaga.
Kaya mga independence.
Opo. Yun.
What's up si Earl? Nakikinig si Chase.
Yeah.
Hi, Chase.
Hi, Kuya Earl.
Hi, Earl. Yun. Hi.
I miss you.
Hello. We miss you very much. At yung gusto ko pala batiyan ng ating mga kasamahan na Lion and the Scouts, sila Joshua, Bobby, Brian, nakikinig sila ngayon.
Nakikinig sila?
Nakikinig sila ngayon. Lahat nakikinig, pati kapitbahay ko.
Yun.
Sa opisina nga pala, nakikinig sila.
Yun.
Di ba yung office mo nandyan lang?
Dati, doon ako sa Mandaluyong lumipat kami.
Maraming salamat sa mga lahat na nakikinig. Alam namin na itong grupong ito ay talagang maraming followers. Dapat lang. Hindi, meron talaga. Napaka-humble.
Friends.
Oo. So, tell us, ano talaga ang layunin ngayon na nakwento nyo na yung dinaanan nyo as struggling artist ngayon, you're stable. What is your ultimate, your ultimate goal as Kartel?
Yung stability naman, mahirap sabihin na stable kami. Pero parang araw-araw struggle pa rin. Ayun, ngayon, ang talagang namin, gumawa ng kasi yun naisip namin paraan ipaghiwalay yung trabaho dun sa sining namin. Kasi kapag yan nagsama, maaring makurap.
Makukurap.
So ayun yung parang gumagana sa amin. Ewan ko sa iba, hindi ko naman masasabi. Pero ito yung paraan namin. Kaya yun din yung binabahagi namin sa mga ibang artists. Tapos ang talagang layunin namin sa paggawa ay unang-una malaking pagpapahayag. Yun. At syempre, yung tulay na sinusulong ng pagiging makabayan ay ang tunay na kalayaan. Unang-una, madaming aspeto yan. Siyempre, pag yung kontraktualisasyon, yan, yung pagkakakulong ng mga isang halimbawa na lang, yung tulad naming artist, pagkakakulong namin sa mga malalaking kumpanya, nakokorap kami, tapos binabago, walang malayang pagpapahayag. Hindi, kasi
sila.
Pero ba't mo naman, may segregation ka, dito basura pa. Hindi to basura.
Hindi naman tayo
Pero wala, dapat natin sila, yakapin natin sila pare-parehas.
Para sa akin naman, yung goal ko as an artist, tsaka kasama syempre yung Kalis. Unti-unti nararamdaman ko na siya ngayon kasi yung goal ko para mag-motivate ng mga bata. Una, magkaroon sila ng parang, di naman role model, pero parang gano'n na rin na kung paano gumawa ng musika na maiaangat mo yung level ng musika na tinutugtog sa radyo.
Oo.
Yun. Kaya sobrang laking bagay pag yun, tinutugtog kami sa radio station, tapos yung isang kanta namin, yung Pag-asa, Pag-ibig, Paglaya. Tutugtog nga siya sa Mix, tsaka sa MTV Philippines, yun. Medyo nararating yung mga hindi namin mararating as an individual. So napakagandang medium niya para maipaabot yung mga kanta namin na may kabuluhan sa mga malalayong lugar pa. And isa nga pala, yung meron kasi akong naging kaibigan na teacher siya sa Davao. Parang hinalo niya sa lesson yung rap. Parang niya. Yun, shoutouts nga pala, Paul. Ayan. Paalis na siya eh. And yun yung goal namin.
Alright. So, kitang-kita naman na you guys are focused. Kasi mga pamilyado na nga kayo, you guys have responsibilities, di ba? And you understand na hiwalay ang trabaho, maganda yung sitwasyon nyo na hindi siya yung sa music. Parang nagagawa nyo pa rin yung formula nyo na gusto nyo sa music, di ba? Sa nakikita nyo yung mga hindi maganda, kasi alam ko, that's the kind of music, you know, you're very outspoken eh. Yun nga yung, kaya ako gusto yung music nyo eh. Kasi, hindi naman ako, outspoken ako sa pananalita. Pero yung later music ko kasi, hindi ako outspoken eh. It's, you know, I used to do music like that in the past, like 12, 15 years ago, in Tagalog, when I was experimenting with myself, how to write Tagalog talaga. Na ganyan ako yung mga, you know, mga aggressive. Nagawa ko yan, pero nilabas ko lang sa sound click. Sound click pa nun.
Yan, lalabas edad natin.
Panahon ng EDSA Mail, MIRC.
Dial-up. Dial-up.
Nagkakaalaman na. Yan.
Ano yan eh?
Hareka!
Natutuwa ako na may mga tulad nyo talaga naglalabas ng ganyang music because hindi ko na siya nagagawa. So pag pinapakinggan ko yung music nyo, dyan nabubuhay kasi ako as an artist. Because I do other things, wala na akong oras dyan. So, sige pa, ano pa? Diego, tell us about, you know, sa Silangan. Kasi yan, nasama ko yan sa playlist ko in December. We're doing, I told Ryan that. Since the other song, Pag-asa, Pag-ibig, Paglaya is already being played elsewhere, we'd like to focus on the second song na sinabit mo.
Yung Silangan, tungkol, ano yan, pagtatawag yon ng mga tao na panahon na para lumaban. Kaya kung mapapakinggan mo yung koro nun, sa silangan ng tagpuan ng magigiting at matatapang. Yun, nagtatawag na kami ng, well, pangingialam. Sa madaling salita, revolution. Hindi na ako magpapaikot-ikot pa.
Yung chorus na lang sa silangan, di ba gano'n siya, parang may chanting element siya.
Chanting element.
Yun yung gusto ko eh.
Ano yun, well, hindi ko naman inaangkin dahil unang-una, bahagi na talaga ng kultura natin yung chanting, 'di ba? Yung mga katutubo natin. Kaya yun din ang kwento nun. Nagsimula sa Los Indios Bravos. Tapos hanggang ngayon ay pinagpapatuloy ko at kasama ng aking mga kasamahan, ganun na rin ganun din yung mentality namin. Kaya nagsama-sama kami na gumawa ng hindi lang yung lyrics, pati yung musicality, pati din yung arrangement. Nagfu-fusion kami kasi tinataas namin yung antas ng sining sa makakaya namin. Kasi ngayon sa lipunang ito napipigilan talaga yung pagtaas ng antas ng sining, yung pagpapahayag ng malaya. Isipin natin nung 10 taon dati hanggang ngayon, ganun pa rin yung mga naririnig natin, hindi naman nagbabago. Kung meron ka na maririnig na progressive na mga kanta, ay nandun lang sila sa ilalim, hindi sila marinig. Di ba? Ngayon. Kaya, yun, kung tatanungin kami, madami kaming pinagdadaanan eh. Kung akala natin madali lang itong mga ito, ang mapapayo ko lang talaga ayun. Minsan talaga karanasan yung pinakamarahas na magtuturo sa mga matitigas ang ulo.
Beverly, do you have a question for them before we go? Because it's 57, we have 3 minutes left.
What are the satisfaction or good things you get from being a hip-hop artist?
Siguro orgasm.
Diego, nasa tayo?
Scientific yun, pare. Hindi bastos yun. Kaya
sagutin mo na.
Tignan mo sa batas. Hindi masama yun.
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Yun. Yun ang nadadala sa amin. Kasi, bakit? yung natutugunan niya yung pangangailangan namin. Kasi ngayon uhaw kami dahil una-una kakagaling namin sa trabaho. Hindi naman namin nilalabas yung art namin dun eh. Tapos nakakaramdam kami, contractual kami. 'Di ba? Ikaw lang pala. Ako lang pala. 'di ba? Kaya ito na yung pagkakataon na okay, ito yung art natin. Dito ko ilalabas ngayon yung galit ko sa maling pamamahala, yung nararamdaman ko. Tapos yung nakikita ko rin, kaya nga kunwari may mga protesta sa mga magsasaka, sumasama kami para din yung nararamdaman namin na struggle, 'di ba? May babahagi namin at ganoon din sa kanila.
Isa lang. Pag may mga tao na nag-iisip dahil dun sa kanta namin, kumbaga lumalabas siya dun sa normal way of thinking niya, tapos parang oo nga no, yun, isa na sa akin yun. Nare-remind siya na may ganito palang nangyayari, bakit di ko alam. Tapos yung pangalawa, yung mga bata na nung bumatal ako, parang nag-research sila dun sa mga kanta, meron palang ganito na kanta. Ayun.
Si Elia, nagpapasa sa akin yan dati dun sa aking mixtapes. Pinoy Hiphoppaz Volume 2. So, alam ko yung work talaga nila. Tsaka nila, syempre, LIB, di ba? So, I'm very, very, very happy and honored, actually, to have you guys here.
Kami din.
And of course, Roselle, my God. And a guy from Baguio.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am very sorry. Kami ni Beverly's ay kailangan ng magandang magpaalam. Pasensya na dahil 59 na.
Pasensya na rin po at na-late kami.
Di bale, pwede tayong mag-reschedule na isa pa kapag maluwag sa inyo, mas mahabang usapan.
Wag lang Biyernes at sweldo.
Ayun nga.
Itaon natin sa pagpaubos na yung pera ng mga tao.
Alright, so guys, sa lahat ng regular listeners namin and to the new listeners, thank you so much. This is Jambongga sa Kinse Trenta with Pinoy Hiphoppaz. We had Roselle Pineda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maraming salamat,
Maraming
Roselle.
salamat for having us.
We will have you back.
Yes, hindi pa tayo tapos.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have B-Mike from Baguio.
Thank you po for the opportunity.
Yes, more
Thank you
power to you. And of course,
Magandang gabi, Ilaya.
Sa lahat ng makikinig ay isang magandang gabi.
And remember, art for...
Yeah.
Sining para sa tunay na kalayaan.
Yeah.
ulitin mo yun, na malakas.
Sulong natin ang sining para sa tunay na kalayaan.
Mabuhay, ito po ang bansang Pilipinas. Kami ang mga Pilipino sa larangan ng hip-hop. My name is Jug Hanila.
And I'm Beverly.
We're out next Friday ulit, December 4. Tune in, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Woo!
The exciting, the thrilling, and scientifically matched cockfights of all time is now at San Lazaro Leisure Park. The Manila Cockers Club. The Manila Cockers Club invites you to the inaugural Breeders' Festival at the ground floor Turf Club Building, San Lazaro Leisure and Business Park, Carmona, Cavite. The inaugural Breeders' Festival of the Manila Cockers